Stay tuned, Mech Warriors, and welcome back to another episode of Rogue Takes. We continue the campaigns of Coppertop, Cannoneers, and last time we had a string of really bad missions, but hey, we're doing better now. And so we're going to continue with that, and hopefully things will work. This is a 4v4v4. Hopefully we don't die. We're going to position ourselves a little bit further away from the enemy because we don't want to immediately fight them. We want to let the enemy fight themselves and wear themselves out. Unfortunately, there's not many places to deploy on this map. Do we know where they're... We do not know where they're going to be. Okay, I actually like this little area back here. Let's give me room. Gonna spread it out a little bit. Make sure that we're not super vulnerable. I think your pretzel stick is a little too green tea.
Ready to go, Commander.
It's Pocky. So, and I developed a taste for matcha. So that's the style of Pocky that I buy. So we don't actually need to engage them immediately, I don't think. I don't know when the timer starts for dropping in the other lance. Hopefully it's immediate, but I don't know that. So we're gonna find out. If it is immediate, that's perfect, and we'll hopefully let them do it out amongst themselves. All right, so there they are. Sensors are on. That's not a king crab, right? Okay, that's a king crab. What is Pocky? What is Pocky? Pocky is amazing, and you should buy some. It's great. So we've got a king crab, and a king crab, and a periphery pike with light rotary rifles, and a rocket launcher carrier.
What's happening?
I'm very glad they can't see me.
Heading that way.
See, this is why we wanted to deploy outside the range of the enemy. Uh-oh. Alright, whatever it was, it missed, so we're gonna work with that. I refuse to describe the brood monsters as a king crab. I mean, you can describe it however you want. It doesn't change what it is. Engage the rocket carrier. He is the only thing that I have no complications with actually absolutely destroying before the enemy forces show up. But I do want them to duke it out on their own without me involved. If all possible. 37s. A little bit of light fire. It's essentially shortbread cookie stick with some form of icing. That's an interesting way of describing it. I wouldn't have said icing, but yeah, that makes sense. Oh, they're coming towards me. Another one of those missiles. I don't know what they are. I refuse to accept that it's going to be a policy to kill king crab on site. Biscuit cookie sticks have been dissed in various chocolates. If you ever had a Keebler shortbread cookies with the chocolate drizzle on them, it's the same ballpark flavors. Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Consider it done.
All right. Rocket carrier, hi. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep laying into you until you die. That was a hit. That was another wonderful hit, and you're exposed. Did you talk about strawberries since it's been in several flavors? A lot of flavors. They even have cookies and cream now, which is weird. Just duct coated.
Ready for orders.
They're really nice little bite-sized snacks. They're quite clean, so they're easy to snack on when you've got time.
All systems nominal.
Jandraloon, thank you for the follow.
Critical hit, Commander.
I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, but I'm gonna hope that Jandraloon was close. Alright, they're here. They're engaged. They're firing rotary autocannons at each other. I don't know what's going on, and I don't need to. Because we're gonna play smart. Good night, Orlando. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining us for the stream. I hope you had fun.
Location confirmed.
I also hope to kill this rocket carrier before he can do anything. Okay, we got it. Now we don't need to worry anymore. Nobody on this field is all that dangerous. Well, if crap was one of us, just slub. Who's next? Big Iron. Take like a long-range pot shot.
Heading that way.
What do we got? Very bad. Not even gonna bother. They can see me in the distance, but what will they do faced with king crabs in their midst? He turned around. He turned around and ran. Oh wow, those missiles are no joke. Yeah, you guys can have fun. That's an Archer 1A. What? Hello, Captain Helldog. Welcome to the stream. I wonder if anybody is still here from the very beginning of the stream, because they would be able to explain exactly what's going on. But I kind of doubt it. And we love it.
Yes, Commander.
I think we need to tease them a little more. So let's go pick out this king crab. And enjoy.
Target acquired and locked
Fortunately,
in.
we get it a bit drier than fresh. No difference recipe, just shelf time. Oh, we missed with the fire badly too. I wonder what an Archer 1A has. Alrum 15s? Rotary rifle wrecker. That's an interesting thing to be looking at.
What's
I'm tempted to reserve, but I don't want to. Like, reserving seems like a bad idea. I also don't want to get too involved in this fight, because if they think that they need to fight me, then that would be bad. Thunderbolt 10s. You know what? That's not a terrible thing. We had a golden run at the beginning, and I think it's starting to go hill. Yes, the effort did explode. That was a very, very sad thing to have happened.
Orders.
I wouldn't say it's all running downhill at the moment. We just had a period where we got too cocky, and it punished us for it.
Position confirmed.
But like, we still have the main framework. We'll just need to start going on another journey to find vehicles.
Rear armor.
Kind of hoping to set off like ammunition. Next time you do an extra long stream, you should do the extra hours as a PPV. What I can do that. It's a subs only stream. I could turn that on, but I'm not gonna do that. Like, I don't want to be too much of a jerk. Eben Jag, continue your sneaking. Basically just sneaking around and ruining people's nights. More missiles! Surprise! It's just a little bit of damage. Don't worry about it. You made them bleed the next round after that. This is the damaged king crab that we've been whittling away at. Completely missing with our artillery, I might add. Ooh, they're doing a good job of ruining this Phoenix.
New
I'm a
target
little bit surprised if I did
acquired.
it. Lowbrow39 has just subscribed. Oh wait, no. Longwood gifted a tier 1 sub to Lowbrow. They've gifted 3 subs to the channel. Thank you so much. Gotta send out my harpies. I do very much appreciate it. By the way, folks, if you have any Urban Mech emotes, you need to be spamming in chat right now to support the people who support the channel as a thank you to those who do things like that. I'm just sad I dumped so much money into crypto this week, so no subs till Friday.
What's the plan?
I never got into crypto. To be
Sprinting.
fair, I don't have any money, so getting into crypto would be a little difficult.
He's going down.
Oh, that was close, and there we go. Now we're starting some fire. We're not doing anything serious. We're just making sure that the enemy like is uncomfortable, because frankly, these King's Crabs should be able to completely rock whatever it is they're fighting. Like, that is a primitive rifleman. That is a primitive archer. That is every single mech they're fighting is primitive. Dogecoin was a meme. And then somebody made it real, and it's crazy. Ah, he blew up the thing.
New target acquired.
Target side. Oh wait, E1 Welder has just gifted 2 subs to the channel. One going to Target side and Salamander. Again, thank you so much. And again, folks, come on, give him the thanks of your
New
Urban
target
Mech emotes.
acquired.
Why? Because they support the channel. They work hard to help us. Budget Solaris, Doge, Ethereum, and Safernoon, or Safemoon. Interesting. Hype train apparently is close. That's what the thing is telling me. It saith it is close, and I don't know if I believe it because we tested that last time and it took forever. I do want to nudge that archer a little bit. Hi, archer. Where is the shot? There it is.
Heading that way.
We're just kind of spectators at this point. That's great.
Lighting them up.
Hey, I hit him. 82 damage, and we hit him. King Crab. Oh, they got full firing lines going on now. I don't
New
know if they're
target
actually gonna be able to
acquired.
succeed. Long we give another 2 tier 1 subs to Shonikis 0456 and Felixandro.
New target acquired.
Welcome, and even more heartbeats. Whew, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. All right, what do we got? What have we here? That's your rotary pike. I don't really care about it. Hide yourself. We're just getting sneakily closer bit by bit, wondering when it is they're going to notice. Aim settings.
One back.
Oh no, the damage, it ranks up. Do we have more reviewers for BattleTech or Mech YouTube? That is an interesting question that wavers. Like some weeks it'll be BattleTech. Although lately RogueTech's been doing better than Mech HQ. So RogueTech always does better than Mech HQ does, though, when it comes to YouTube.
Roger.
Always. Nobody watches Mech HQ on YouTube.
Negative damage. Repeat. Negative
Okay, it
damage.
works how I thought it does. It requires
I'm
different
out of
people to get. So,
LRM.
yep, it can't be the same person. It's weird. But actually, no, I know why it does it. So it's more difficult to fake the system, I guess. He bailed. He bailed. Why, coward? I want to know if I drop subs Friday or Saturday this week. Whichever's more comfortable. That Phoenix just getting lit up. I'm enjoying this. I don't even have to fight anybody. I'm just sitting back here, letting them kill each other. Although I may have to lend a hand to the king crabs now. So we'll artillery. We'll drop some artillery on his archer. Because they're doing too good. We need to tweak things a bit. We're trying to get them to kill each other mostly before we need to sweep in and like kill one thing. So that is the goal.
Awaiting order.
Speaking of the goal, Weighted Lizard, this is your job. Set up. Take aim at the archer and lay it down.
Target confirmed.
That was a horrible miss. That, on the other hand, was a perfect strike, and I will give you credit for it. Where we have more viewers is where I want to do it. Better chance to catch guys and subs. Well, I could check that. I'll have to alt-tab, but I could check it. I tend not to use anything that draws RAM whenever I'm streaming because this game is such a RAM hog. Like, it's crazy. I have 32 gigabytes of RAM, and there is a noticeable difference if I have like a web page up on the side and when I don't. It's crazy. Guide the rifle, open him up. Yeah, just a little tap here there. Can't wait if I still hear it streaming.
Yes, Commander.
Rubik's Cube. You know what? I'm actually pretty happy with you just being behind this building.
Roger that.
We're just gonna sit here and influence the match. Some might say we're cheating. Others would say we're being clever
Waiting
businessmen.
for orders.
You're gonna walk right up next to the building. That way, it's harder for them to get an angle on us. And you're down to high explosives. All right, I can't do that. We need to save those for when we actually kill things. Best way to win a one-on-one fight: be the third guy there. Exactly. Oh, that rifleman, he's suffering. We need 50 viewers, or Kyogre will give my pilot a boot. Wait, what? They shoot me in the back. I'll keep this. It's called spoiler. We are intelligent, clever businessmen who have fixed this match, obviously. Ooh, it's not going well for him. But that could change very, very quickly, so I don't want to do too much. I mean, theoretically, this king crab could pull it through. Like, he is a 100-ton king crab.
Reporting.
Halabulous. Honestly, your target is this guy. I don't want him to interfere.
Firing.
That was a miss. That was a little better. We're gonna focus on this pike, see if we can't burn him out. Let the mechs duel. Then we'll kill this guy in the back. He seems to be having less of an impact in the battle, so that's why I'm leaving him alone for now. Yeah, he can't hit the broadside of a barn. Honorable third-party warfare. Yes, exactly. I'm gonna reserve you. One reserve I should be. I think I can get away with 2 reserves, or it might be 3. There, you get a cushion whenever you do that. Dude, you're ruining the fight between the archer and the king crab. Stop it.
Commander.
Rubik's Cube. Please stop him. How much armor you got? You got a decent amount. I may be out of LROs by the time this mission ends. That may be a consequence of this battle.
God.
Also, I don't like facing enemies with rotary cannons. It tends to not end well for me. He was continuing his totally pathetic attempts at using that. Oh, he's trying. He's not working, but he's trying. You're since you can't get a direct line of sight anyway, you just gotta head back here. You're gonna pace back and forth. Let him know that there's a third party. Let him know that we will eventually doom them. Who's in the open jag? I am put in a mech alarm.
Awaiting orders.
And more shelling on the pike.
Of course.
Oh, that was much better. That was a little off. I would prefer if you dropped that right on top of him. Oh, he cooked himself. Uh-oh. That's not good. Probably gonna die. We need to filter this crowd. I think we'll kill the Phoenix.
Huh? Heading that way.
Long range Phoenix attack. I'll warlord it. That'll give me up to 40%. Theoretically, 3 gas rifles, at least one should hit at this point. Yep, but that's how statistics go. I let them know whoever wins the first match wins second place. Okay, target you. 7.3. Pike's a much better shot anyway. Like to kill the Pike before he can get away, though. Although the Pike will draw fire. I mean, literally and figuratively. He's gonna punch! Ooh, that was a rough kick. Or punch. Something. We don't know what because the animations are the same. We're gonna stay in.
Receiving you.
XQ. Right, it's too risky. We're gonna go after you.
Rear armor it
It's too much of a chance they're gonna kill the King Crab here, and I don't want that to happen. I want this King Crab fighting for a little while longer. At least long enough to like maul this thing. I've got the Phoenixes over on the back, so we should have an easier time selecting it. Archer pulling back, and going nuts. Oh no, he killed it! Okay, we're now officially on Team 1.
Reporting.
Time to deal with this. Heavy rotary rifle, interesting. Target this.
As you wish.
We're gonna whittle them all down, help this guy out.
Enemy down.
See if he can't, like, trick him into thinking he actually has a chance. I don't know if this is, like, interesting or not to do. Uh-oh. He's got penetration through that armor as well. Mix cube. Do we know what you're at? Yeah, that's honest to God penetration, unfortunately. If we're lucky, we might be able to crit out his leg. And then a crit out leg would then allow us to, you know, knock him
That
out
hit
steady.
something good.
Yes, command.
Which would make shooting at him a lot easier.
Engage target.
What's that?
Coppertop, you got a shot? You do. Oh, it's a primo shot, too. Yeah, there goes the leg, the arm, and the side torso. The small explosion there. What was that stupid anti-theft device they put across car ceilings? I don't know, but I know that they still use them in some places. Like a bar or a hook or something. Alright, so the archer's on the ground. Pike. Yeah, Pike laying into him.
How might I help?
And then the Holopolis is going to lay on you. Enjoy.
He's going down.
That was bad. That was much better. Fires have begun everywhere. You have like no health. You're gonna go down very soon. I would preferably like this Pike to kill the archer before all is said and done. That is what I was going to say. I installed the object. I see the club across the room. Archer should be able to kill the periphery Pike. If he had fired his missiles, he would have.
What's up, boss?
All right, I'm a jag. Mr. Little Mini Tank over here with the jammed rotary rifle. Yeah, shoot at him. A little bit of damage.
Huh?
I get a shot with Big Iron. Oh, I can see it. But now I'm much more in a position of actually participating in this battle, which is not something I wanted to do. Rotary rifle wrecker Ralph.
Something just
Ready for orders.
I get the joke, but like that's a long way to go for that joke.
Got it.
This is a special battle
Give them everything I've got.
between two very... Nope, never mind. We got too much in the
Think I
way.
hit something good.
We missed with the Rubik's Cube and killed the archer. And then he
What's the
killed
plan?
himself because he was on fire, which means you're the only one left. Oh, did we do this perfectly?
Good to go.
Come on, come on, come on. It's not enough. He's gonna get a shot at me. Alright, his gun's unjammed. We gotta kill him in one turn now. Everybody, full press now. We gotta land him. Gotta land him hard. He's hiding his damage side from us.
What's up, boss?
Rubik's Cube. Get a direct line of sight, please. That'll do.
Okay. Going full
Target him.
throttle.
Hit him hard.
On.
Yes! Perfection! Solaris said he with a mistake is coming.
Reporting vehicle
There's
destroyed.
much fire. This is... Oh, actual total perfection. That is everything we wanted. So well executed in every way. I'm very happy about that one, actually. Should be minimal repairs if we took any damage at all. Mostly ammunition cost, which we did spend a lot. But yeah, that worked out beautifully. We let them duke it out. We balanced the battle as best as we could. And it came down to 2 enemy units, then 1 died from fire, and then we killed the other one. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Oh, yes. Look at that. That is perfection right there. All we gotta pay is ammunition costs. And other than that, we're doing perfectly fine. Everything is beautiful. Everything is awesome. I can work with that very much. I'm very happy about that. Does increase your sensor check. They do. So perfectly undamaged mechs and 1.4 million civils. That mostly pays for what it is we lost in the last several missions. So we're back up to where we were. Monster size has no intrinsic merit. That's untrue. That is completely untrue. Monster size intrinsic merit is the intimidation factor. It's true. Now that may not necessarily apply to you, but that doesn't make it a non-intrinsic value. Ship upgrades are tomorrow. Yeah, we're up to 8.2 million Zeebles. Okay, we're back into happy territory. Very happy. Command Center. You got any more of them? Any more of them 4v4 throughways like that? But this is a direct death match. That'll get to that. Could do another three-way. Wouldn't be that hard. Two king crabs was a little disappointing. Who would I field? Because this is a fairly solid lance for that. Simbri would take Big Iron. And then Holy gets his Eben Jag back. Holy, you have Eben Jag levels, right? Yes, you do. You are 29 Eben Jag. So they need to get you back in there to brush off your skills. Spirits can go on the Helopolis. Spirits, what levels you got? Catapult, Harasser, Hetzer? Yeah, you're fine there. And then Leek could ride the Rubik's Cube. Spider, Hetzer, and Talos. That should work. My son has ignored BTRT for at least 2 years. Now we see a rebirth. Thank you, Derek. BD and everyone here. Okay. It's like baby's arm holding an apple. God. Apparently we're quoting Austin Powers. Like, I want a snack, but like then I would be chewing into the mic, and like that's not the kind of content. We don't do ASMR around here. I mean, I could, but like I don't think anyone would want to listen to it. First of all, I don't have the appearance of a proper ASMR artist. Infantry win firefights, tanks win battles, artillery wins wars. Yeah, I can see that. I would say logistics wins wars, but hey, we'll go with artillery. Artillery's cool. Been kidnapped and forced to write loading screen tips. Ah, nice to see you too, Raza. Hopefully we'll get through this mission without too much damage, and then the 4v4 deathmatch without too much damage. And that should tire out the rest of my pilots. Logistics overall, yep. I'm sure you can make some side money with with an ASMR OnlyFans. Oh, no way. I wouldn't be above doing it, but no one would want it. Gotta have that hustle, yo. Double heatsink engines. A disarmed Irby can still be a bullet with jump jets. This is true. It is still a 30-ton weight that can land on top of you. And that will hurt. The odds of the Irby actually getting that hit in are not very good, but it would still hurt. Loading times. They get longer and longer. Glassing the planet from orbit wants all current and future wars. No, it doesn't. Sometimes the objective needs to be taken intact. Sometimes you can't just destroy the entire planet. Unless you're playing like a Gestalt consciousness. That has no concept or value of resources. Alright, see you around, Shadow. Thanks for hanging around for so long. It has been a longer-ish stream. I'm currently sort of testing the format a little bit. Don't know if this would become the norm, although if we start playing Stellaris, which has been very much mentioned that people want to see, Stellaris takes a while, and there is a lot of downtime in Stellaris. Like, a ton. I've been testing it over on the Discord, playing a couple of Stellaris games, streaming over on Discord, and yeah, there's a lot of times when you're just not doing anything. You're building up your infrastructure, and you're going around and you're doing stuff. But, like, it's not like flash explosions and boom. Call that exterminatus from first. But why? Sometimes you can't exterminatus. Oh, and there's a crash. I kind of figured we were going in this direction. Alright, let's get this sucker fired up again. But I had figured we were going this way. It was taking so long to load. Wait for it. Launch Rotic. 1.1.3.9, in case anyone was wondering. The great houses argue with that fact. I'll bring the cyclonic torpedoes. If I remember correctly, the life eater virus eats everything, turns it into a flammable paste, and then sets that on fire. Have you ever played any Star Sector? I think so, if I'm recalling the game correctly. You have a ship, you guide it around with the mouse and that sort of thing. I think it changed names partway through because of a naming dispute. If I'm thinking of the right game. It was all the rage on the BattleTech Discord for like a few months, or 2 months. Reload. Alright, let's clear out some of this stuff because this can cause problems. Confirm. We were Solaris champs. That's why it says Solaris champ. Although honestly, I really want to actually, fight a real fight. Saw a combination of paint job and extra bits and bobs, and that turned an AR pistol into something that looks a lot like a bolter. My wife said I can't have a new gun, let alone a whole caliber, because I do it in 50 Beowulf. Why? Why? Look, if you want a bolter, find a gyrojet pistol, because that's what they are. It's got to be very hard to find the ammunition for that, but they're rocket-propelled bullets, or grenades, really. When you get a chance, can you put it in the what's this here? We were talking about, let's see, because he wants to break his wrist. That's why. 50 barrel, really? You get 45 sound. 9mm. You get that bolter in 9mm, and you'll like it. They're rocket-propelled grenades, to be correct. Yes. They're high explosives in the front, and then rockets in the back, which they don't fire like they should, because there should be like a double impact or something like that. As soon as I find someone who's making gyrojet ammo, me and every other nerd out there is going to be in line for it. Nobody makes gyrojet ammo because nobody makes gyrojet pistols anymore. You gotta find them, and they're rare. And the people who do have them don't want to shoot them because, like, if they break, you'll never get them again. 9mm almost unobtainium is gyrojet pistol right now. That is true. The caliber's stupid. It is a grenade. This is like a... It's like 45 millimeter. Trying to remember the actual size of a bolter. And I think it's somewhere like... It's... I don't think it's 40 millimeter. Because that would be like a modern rifle grenade. But... some of them more rare. Round auto-corrected in flights and are guided. Really? I didn't know they were guided. Jeez. Alright, more of the priority HPG news. Basic stuff is happening. Be cool to one another, etc., etc., etc. By the way, the goals of our clan apparently is to go and invade Strana Mechti. We are nowhere near Strana Mechti, which is why we're not helping with that. It's essentially a miniature rocket. Yep. The Lost Tech rounds with feedback information to the Marine so he can know if it was good. Ah, that's pretty cool. We already have smart artillery shells. Some bolt rounds are guided, but those are really considered Lost Tech. That'd be cool. Imperial Guardsmen with Lost Tech rounds. Bolters were not made with Guardsmen in mind. Trying to, like, as far as I remember, at least back when I was building my 40k army, you could not buy a sergeant with a bolter. You had to customize it, which was really annoying because it's part of your codex. So I made a whole bunch of sergeants with bolt guns and chain swords on their back because it's a 1-point upgrade, which is totally worth it. If you can find gyrojet rounds, it would be a miracle if they were still usable. God, was it Tau Fledermaus who ran into somebody who had both a gyrojet pistol and was willing to let him shoot it, and they found it wasn't all that great. They make a smaller version for people who are Marines, otherwise it's ripped your arm off. Yes, that is true. The guard ones are smaller. 75 caliber is 20 millimeter. Current attack is about the bare minimum attack. Really? Because there's a South African high velocity grenade launcher, the Neopup, if I'm recalling the name correctly, which is a 20 millimeter high velocity grenade launcher, and the barrel on the thing is so much smaller than the barrel on a bolter. I love the Neopup. It's so 80s. What was Top Fledermaus? Yeah. Low velocity, but yeah. I think the Neopup was a high velocity grenade launcher. It doesn't help that the gyrojet ammo was half defective when they made it. Yeah. The Guardsman culture is a 20 millimeter and the Marine bolter is a 40. That makes sense. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. I'm jealous of the beard. Well, thank you, Jolly Joel. I do appreciate it. I didn't used to have this beard. I started growing it several months back after I saw my own image in a Skype call. I was like, oh my god. Alright, it's finally loaded. That only took like 10 minutes. And YouTube's gonna enjoy all 10 of those minutes. Because I'm not editing anything. Although at some point I probably should start like editing stuff and trying to meme it, but like, I don't know what memes are. Actually, no, that's not true. I know what memes are, but still. How do I make it good for the kids and the rock and the roll? Alright, again, we want to hang back. Although we are on the pea soup biome, so ending this battle quickly is of course a goal. Can't see the actual borders of the map. There it is. Alright, that's the border. Got it. I kind of want to hide in this apartment complex here. Hopefully no one will see. And we'll sneak through. South African stuff is pushing the red line for which you can get into an HE shell without making it cost multiple tens of thousands. I came over from YouTube. They came.
Okay, here we go.
They can come over with me. It's the way editing's do, which worked out. But yeah, but all the popular streamers do it. All right, so we are in a good hidden position. We still don't know if the drop happens immediately or if the drop happens only after you make contact.
Confirmed.
So I wouldn't be surprised if it's done in such a way. Okay, so it does happen on the first turn. Where are our enemies? Do we know? We don't. That's not good.
Listening.
Oh wait, we do. Lovely. Good. Let's break contact as fast as we can. Bon Jaguar. Standards. Ooh. Now that is cool. I like that. Twin medium X pulses with a light AC 20. You probably don't even need that much loss tech in that to make that work. Yeah, standard armor, standard structure, standard fusion core. The weight is entirely taken up by the light factor. Oh, you do have a prototype double heatsink. Yeah, that does handle light. I think you could get away with the double heatsink. Precision, safe, and AP rounds, along with some case. Totally think you could get away with just a double heatsink kit on that, and you could make it so much cheaper. Yeah, I like 20. I just went from 6 to midnight. Wait, what? Like, that'd be really cool. I'd love it. It's a boring Hunchback. Yeah, this one's very interesting. The Hunchback 4X, a light AC 20. Well, I just paid for a 2060 Super Tuesday. Won't arrive tonight. Can't wait to test out. Nice. I'm on a 1070 Ti. It runs this game pretty well, actually. It runs a lot of games pretty well, but then again, I don't test like really high settings. Someday VR, someday, but not today.
On my way. Double time.
Kind of want to get into Beat Saber, but then like I'm super fat, so. Light AC 20s have shorter range though, so would you be able to get the 20 in range? You mounted onto a fast enough mech, yeah, but yeah, a 200 rated fusion core may not be good enough to pull that one off. That is a good point.
Moving to position.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
I would probably sacrifice the pulse lasers in order to cram in a bigger engine and a supercharger. He's probably, I'm assuming he's talking about an NVIDIA graphics card, a GTX 2060. So they are the previous generation cards.
Waiting for orders.
The current generation is the 3000 series, so the 30, 60, 70, and 80 was started way back during the 1080 period. They're on some fire to make sure they really understand that we're just here to play with them. Okay, that was a miss, but that'll work. No, don't come to me. I don't taste good. Uh-oh, they might all be coming towards us. Run! Run, you fools. Mid-range card?
Right here.
I'd call a little bit higher end of mid-range, because it really all depends, I suppose, how prolific have the 3000 cards become. Because there was a huge problem with scalpers in the 3000 cards.
Guess I'll give it to
So
him.
I don't know, like, because they were really good.
Receiving you.
GTX 920, nice. One of those 50 turns has to be quick for faster movement BTA. Would be pretty badass and rotate with a lag 20. Upper end of mid-range? Yeah. Because it's a 2000 series card. Like, I'd say mid-range is still the 10 series. But that might just be my bias. Oh, we got a Thunderbolt. That's cute. Oh, it's the BB5X Thunderbolt. Right. Alright, that's significantly less cute.
Engaging with target.
I don't think I've ever had a Thunderbolt in BTA. 65 tonners don't come up all that much. It's one of those weird tonnage ranges.
All right, let's see what this thing can
We're just gonna stay hidden as best as we can. Maybe we can get these two to go try and kill each other. Yeah, the 60 and 65 tonners don't come up much because there's such a drive to get 70 tonners because they're so much better. Like, if you can get into heavy mechs, you want 75 tons. 70 is okay, 65 is becoming a problem, and 60s are generally not worth it compared to 55 tonners. In general. Ironically, the upper end of most brackets is where you want to be. So, for heavies, it's the 70, 75 tons. For lights, it's 45 tons or 35 tons. 35 ton lights are actually also really, really, really good. Mediums, the 55 ton is king. Just 55 ton or nothing. If you are ever given a choice, the answer is 55 ton. With the 50 ton being behind it. Because it's just not as good. It tries, but it's not as good. And thus my poor Uziel languishes. Although for assaults, it starts getting really interesting for assaults. Because if you want a mobile assault, you need the lower end of the range, but if you want like just a big honkin' killing assault, you need the upper end of the range. Has no one made a Thunderbolt armed with Thunderbolts? I can't imagine somebody hasn't done that. It's too much of an ironic twist in order not to have What it ends up being for me is the 60 to 65 weight class rarely has the hard points on. Yeah, there is that too. A lot of us, at least for me, I like to try and double up my hard points. So I like symmetry, which is why our Marauder has 2 Gauss rifles. Would Sir like a Hunchback or a Centurion? Which of each? That's the question. Which one? Because some Hunchbacks are garbage and some Hunchbacks are amazing. Likewise, some Centurions are garbage and some Centurions are amazing. Actually, no, I don't think there's an amazing Centurion out there. At least not that comes off the top of my head. Because it's like the normal one with it, which is AC-20 LRM, or AC-10, LRM 10, and 2 medium lasers. And then there's Yenla Wang, which is just AC-20 and like medium laser, or AC-20 and LRM 10. And then the Hunchback runs the gamut from everything from the Hunchback 4Ps, which are the party back, which is the 6 medium lasers in the hunch plus the 2 medium lasers in your hands and small in your head. And the 4G, which is just classic and good. Turbo backs are really fun. It's a 4G, delete the lasers, or delete the two medium lasers and the heat sinks for it, and you up engine it to a 250 rate of fusion core. That is an absolute blast to field. Oh, even the swaybacks are good. I suppose I'm answering my own question. It's got to be a Hunchback. Like Hunchbacks are just better. Because Centurions are okay, but there's nothing about the Centurion that stands out.
Yep.
Maybe there's a Solaris VII with a shield in the arm, isn't there? Like visually, all Centurions have a shield on the arm. But yeah, I can't imagine someone hasn't made one that explicitly has a shield in the shoulder. Right, that was the one I wanted. Go back. I wanted the Hunchback, not the 5J, the 4. There you are. No, you're the Hazard. Here you are. Hi. Just to make sure you're not messing with me. Really hard. It's my favorite. Hunchback over Centurion, but both are garbage. No, they're not. So the Hunchback starts getting really good once Lost Tech starts getting introduced, because then you start adding in Hunchbacks with Gauss rifles, and like that's a solid Gauss rifle carrying mech. I would not want to face off against a Gridiron. There's no stock Thunderbolt with T-Bolt missiles loaded. Yeah, there's no stock one, but I can't imagine someone has made it. Hunchback versus Awesome, exactly. That one definitely does fall back on the question of what do you want to do. There are 2 basic Awesomes I like, and then there's the auto upgrade. And the 2 basic ones are your standard 8Q, because the standard 8Q is just 3 PPCs and a small laser, and that is stupidly reliable. Like, it doesn't seem like much, but it's stupidly reliable. What's the equipment on the 9M? Then the advanced version of that one is the quad PPC version of it with double heatsink. So that one just takes everything about the Awesome and makes it better, because you just threw in another gun and more heat reliability. But the other Awesome that I really like is the one with the twin LRM-15s, and I think it's twin large laser, because that is a very flexible Awesome. It very much reminds me of the Jaeger mech, which that's the version of the Jaeger mech that I prefer with the LRMs. And when you're looking at Lost Tech, then you're also looking at SRM Swarm Hunchy, which is a lot of damage. That's all the guitar and the gold white beard. Hunchback 2C versus an Awesome match anyway. Hunchback 2C wins that if it's head on.
Standing by.
Because the Hunchback 2C is packing 80 damage per round of shooting. Like, that's not a question. That is, the 2C will rip the Awesome apart if it's a basic Awesome. The 9Q is the 4Q soon? Yeah. The twin LRM 15 twin large laser Awesome suffers from not enough ammo for the LRM launchers. Yeah, I can see that. But it's very flexible, that's my point. And I enjoy that flexibility. I'm not saying it's optimal, I'm just saying that it gives you choices on things that you can do. Which is something that is deeply, deeply rooted in my soul. How are we doing, Mr. Hunchback? We have been chewing through a lot of armor, and we've dented your cannon, which is perfect.
Firing at enemy.
How's that gonna work? Ooh, beautiful. I think we hit behind him.
Solid connection on that one.
But yeah, Awesomes are solid. I like them. They're uncomplicated, very simple, straightforward mechs. very much a brick wall. 3 ERPPC, 2 Streak S-Run, 2 1 medium pulse, 1 small pulse. Awesome, 9 M, change my mind. Streak 2s, your argument is invalid. Sorry, but it's just, that's trash. That's trash beyond trash. You're wasting tonnage. The medium pulse, no purpose in this scenario, and a small pulse is, you would be way better off ripping out the Streak 2s and the small pulse, converting that to as many medium pulses as you could. I don't think you're gonna. It has an inner sphere XL. Ooh, yeah, no. Not enough heatsinks to use the 3 PPCs and an ISXL engine. That's from 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, who was only reading that loadout, you lost the moment you said Streak 2s, and apparently with an XL engine in it, no. I will not waste my time. Last 6 missiles. Streak 2s are the first thing I remove from any mech. Exactly.
Ready for orders.
They're terrible. There are very few mechs that I would ever field streaks with, much less Streak 2s. More barrage than this 4X.
Commander.
I'm really picking on these guys too much. I should leave them alone to do their own thing.
Roger that. No
But like
shooting.
he's somewhat in my
Just
direction, I don't want to do 1995 last time I played tabletop, my bad. No worries. No, the 9Q though. 9Q is where it's at. That sucker can last and last and last. Because it takes everything about the awesome and makes it better. So quad PPC, it's the way of the future. Or you can go triple heavy PPC. That's not bad. I mean, you're suffering a lot in order to get that. But triple heavy PPC plus capacitors. Boy, have you created something fascinating.
confirm.
Come on, land behind him. Up! Up! No! Yeah, he's having a bad day.
Target taken up.
I have voted Streak 6s, but they were clan tech and it's still painful because the range was so bad. Give me an awesome with clan heat sinks, clan weapons, and armor. I mean, give me any mech with that. Anything with clan tech, I will take. Just make it work. All right, so we killed their most powerful thing. Well, maybe not. I don't know how powerful a hazard is. So. Clan awesome is the Hellstar. No, the Dire Star. 11 ERPPCs. You get to shoot this gun once, and then it stops working.
Yeah.
Although honestly, I think from a straight up perspective, the clan awesome might actually just be the Supernova. Is the Dire Star in Rogue Tech? Yes, it is. We've gotten them before. They're incredibly frustrating because you can't use them. I think I managed to pull off the quad PPC setup with the Warhawk. It was an 85-10 clan. I know that. Yeah, Massacres are packing quad PPC. They're beautiful. Massacre is such a lovely assault mech. I love them very much. They hold a special place in my heart. They're Dire Stars. So, Emerald Jaguar. We're gonna just hide behind the mountain, let you guys duke it out. And I think it's time we tease these guys. Fire!
Here we go.
Long range. Let's get a little bit of chip damage on them. Let them know. We don't need to actually fight you guys. We just need to hang.
Consider me there.
Standing
Later,
by.
we will deal with your problems. But for now,
On it.
we are here to ruin your day.
Locking on target.
Although this does seem unfair, we knocked out a Hunchback on their side, and now we're taking out a Turhan on the other. So, not really quite what we were looking for. There goes the hazard again. I just don't know what he's packing. He just keeps jumping everywhere.
Good to go.
I don't know who he is or what he's about, and that concerns me. Make sure that I don't run completely out of ammo.
On it.
Ooh, nice hit. Right in the middle of the fire. Didn't set him on fire, though. I noticed with much annoyance. They're not really engaging each other. That bugs me. Maybe we can just shut down. We'll sit here, shut down, let them do what they're going to do. Somebody on top of a hill, he can watch, and as soon as they figure out what it is they're doing, then somebody can deal with that. Here comes the Thunderbolt. They're trying to get in range. Can you imagine if we actually had fast cams on this map? We could just like create no-go zones. It would be beautiful. It's one of the reasons why I want to start moving into that.
Right here.
I know. I normally hate mines, but like mines have been used so effectively against me now. I kind of want to join in on the pain. Cause it to other people.
Firing at him.
Alright, we got an exposure.
Let's do this.
Lovely. Brace.
Bracing for impact.
Kill the turret. I'm not allowing it to live. No. Hatchback, there it is. Fire!
Confirmed. Firing.
Bosses and mines. Eventually. I mean, I need to find them first. That's the hard part. Pull over, park your heavy sandwich, wait for them to finish. Exactly. Occasionally let the missiles fly. You know, Thunderbolt's a very good brute-looking mechs. Like, they kind of typify what most people think battle mechs are supposed to look like. Sort of vaguely off-center. Big, heavy weapons on the arms and shoulders. Very brutish. Very blocky. I like them. I think they're fine. And, you know, pictures like this are wonderful. I don't remember. Was it Control-Shift-U? I was wondering what the button for hiding the UI is, but who cares?
Yes, boss.
Don't know what that was. Alright, what do you got? Who do you see? Oh, you need to keep moving because I want you with the group before I really drop you off. Turn APC.
Locking on target.
There we go. So how do you get gear when you're doing
Enemy
Solaris stuff? You
vehicle
don't.
destroyed.
Solaris is purely for the money, the fame, and if you want gear, you buy it. Just remember not to field any PPC units with my list. This is true. I know you get crates, but I haven't seen you get one yet, and you've done all that. So the crates are actually not part of Solaris. The crates are due to the fact that we're aligned with a faction that's been doing a lot of cool stuff on the galactic map. So other players around the world who have been playing for Diamond Shark have been doing wonderful work, and that has allowed us to reap the benefits of their hard work. Really wish you guys would actually engage each other instead of just like standing on the open doing nothing. I don't want to have to actually go in there and do something. May have no choice. Let's step things up a little bit. You want to just chill here and do nothing? But I'm going to teach you why that's a bad idea. Now I'm going to drop artillery behind you that's going to shatter half of your mech.
Receiving you.
You can help me break cover.
No shooting, just running. Got it.
And you are... But that doesn't give me anything. What are you? Heavy flamer, machine gun, alarm 5, don't care. Hit the Thunderbolt, it's the heaviest thing on the field right now. We're going to start transferring and moving. I thought that was part of Solaris. Nope, it is not part of Solaris. You have aggro, midstream. This is tree. Thank you, Welder.
Commander.
I think. To Welder's girlfriend, it's not my fault. I don't demand people do that, but I do appreciate it when they do.
Acknowledge.
Idolopolis, your target is him. Try and land the shot behind him.
Target acquired.
Wow, that was terrible. That was beyond garbage. How am I supposed to work with that? So 50% Alliance 1 is dead. 25% Alliance 2 is dead. Like, we're almost down to just a lance. Although we have used up a ton of ammunition to do it.
Roger that.
I wanted to do this without wasting any ammunition, but apparently somebody decided they didn't want to play by my rules.
Firing at him.
And actually wanted to do their own thing. You talked to her on lunch, nothing like that? How's it coming out? Not actually
Standing
engaging
by.
anybody. Rubik's Cube, come join me up top. We're going to annihilate
Fire.
this target with heavy weapons. Enjoy.
Locking in all weapon systems.
How's it going?
Big iron. Continue the advance.
Roger that.
Yeah, he's dead. There's just one hunchback over here. Then there's a Shadowhawk primitive, a primitive Thunderbolt, and the APC. Yes, continue to engage each other. I'm gonna come for that hunchback now. Although, maybe I should keep shelling him.
Yes, Commander.
That might be the smartest plan.
Roger that.
Keep hurting him. Also, please.
Locked on target.
That was nowhere near. Wow, that's embarrassing, actually. Managed to completely flub it. I'm coming for this hunchback. This hunchback is the next target because he's got missiles, and because I need to turn this corner anyway. So we'll just go as quick as we can and see what happens. More power into the hunchback. Yeah, they're not even hitting him. He's completely untouched.
Commander.
Run. Oh, try a walk. Yeah, the walk will probably work out a little bit
Heading
better.
out. Pulling the trigger.
Nice hit. Beautiful.
That there was a critical hit. That
Ebb and
was.
Jag
Standing
doing
by.
solid work as it do.
Move order received.
Standing on the corpse of your friend.
Here we
Is
go.
that a leg? That might have been a leg. Yep. Have to sprint it back to the snow age. That's the problem. Or the plan.
Ready
It's
for
the plan, not the problem. What are we talking about? Sprint
Bottle
forward
down.
with the leak in the Rubik's Cube. Target is center torso. All the way out. There we go. Lance one defeated. All we had to do was just turn and decide to
Mech
engage.
destroyed.
And suddenly there was no more enemy Lance. Who'd have thunk it?
Waiting for orders.
Oh, I think I know this cul-de-sac. They get stuck in it all the time.
On it. Copy that.
So we'll just bring down the house. Every last building here, so there's nowhere to hide. Asher APC, zipping along very quickly. Gonna return fire on the Holobolus. Probably not the most brilliant plan you ever had.
Damage is done.
But who am I to judge?
I'm listening.
You will have an indirect shot with high explosive ATMs. Although I don't want to fire them because we're almost out of high explosive
Yes,
ATMs.
Commander.
And those are a pretty big deal in your armament.
Let's go.
That.
Receiving you.
Next turn we breach. How many missiles I got? Still on 306. Yeah, feeling confident about that.
Attacking from position.
We have packed more than enough missiles
Let's do this.
on the Rubik's Cube. It has a
Heading
perfect
out.
amount of ammunition for that.
Got it.
Okay, that's a hit, and that brings down a big old building.
AC-10 ammo depleted.
Oh, we are out of high explosive rounds for the sniper. Down to shape charge only. Why does it need more ammo? You're doing fine. It's the Holobolus that's the new more ammo. All it has is shape charge. No, it must hit directly from beyond visual range. This will work great. Thank you for clearing the line of sight. I appreciate you.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
No, you're not. That was nothing.
Yeah.
That wasn't even worth mentioning. I'm gonna rush the Evan Jag right on top of the target. We're gonna vigilance, because that's how you do this. And then we're gonna fire everything we got.
Here you go.
And that's an instant one-turn kill. I mean, aside from all of the shelling and the artillery and the explosions, and,
SRMs are
you know,
gone.
the actual combat element of everything.
Understood. Moving fast.
We'll go vigilance. We'll go warlord. We'll go triple tap.
Firing on target.
Or we could miss twice. That works too, I suppose. Not quite the plan.
Confirmed.
That might work better. There we go. Max instability. That might be a knockdown because of the leg. It was not. I usually always run energy mech for the Rubik's Cube. Rubik's Cube wasn't meant to be your mech. It just ended up becoming that.
Commander.
There's no energy or artillery in this game, so
Got it.
Once they start including indirect fire artillery, we can talk. That was a miss, but it was a close miss. That was not a miss, and that was a knockdown. Now he can get back up. Oh, you know, it'll be the Asher and then him. Got 3 targets to choose from. 2 of them have damage reduction. What you want to do, buddy? I'd run if I were you. Or you can try and get through my laser aimers. One of the best melee pilots. We don't have any melee mechs, so I got the slowest mech possible.
Right here.
We just don't have any mechs that are designed with you in mind.
Affirmative.
So I put you into something that would be useful.
Lock it.
Lots of our ATMs. Shadowhawk is dead.
I got him.
Waiting for orders.
Then Big Iron, can you take out a single little wheelie truck?
Firing.
Oh, you hit him once.
Ready for
We're working on
orders.
that.
All right.
Hunting him down may end up becoming the most difficult thing to do. Unless we get lucky. Okay, good. So very little on BTA playthrough, and the Reach keeps sending Locusts with mortars against me. Oof. That is uncomfortable.
Mission successful.
I do not like facing mortars or blue. Still the Evan Jag just saying. I mean, it's not his Evan Jag. He doesn't even drive it. Alright, we're going to put a cut in here for YouTube. So to my YouTube people, thank you very much for watching. I have been Tyrank. If you like what you've been seeing, hit the like button and subscribe. If you want to see the notification every single time we release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode. Apparently there's a 15-second delay. About. So, if I give Gray enough time, he may show up. But who knows? There's Gray. There's one Gray. And then E1 Wilder. Alright, chill. Cheers. Good night.